Okay, so good afternoon to all. Now we will discuss regarding the numericals of stable and monostable multivibrator using IC555 in this session. So before proceeding to the numericals, these formulas again you should remember. So the charging time of capacitor, that is TC, charging time is given by this expression. So charging time is also nothing but on time, right? We have seen in the waveforms, you can observe here. So this is the charging time. This much is your charging time of your capacitor. So this charging time is nothing but equivalent to the on time. Okay, so on time is nothing but when your output is on, that is when your output is high. Similarly, discharge time of your capacitor, this discharge time of your capacitor is nothing but off time of your output. Okay, so TC is equivalent to T on and TD is equivalent to T off. So we have in the last session we have seen that the capacitor is discharging through RB, resistor RB. So that's why there is no RA term here. So the formula or expression for the discharge time is given by TD equivalent to 0.693 RB into C. But if you observe charging time, then we have understood that a capacitor was charging through both resistors RA as well as RB, and hence RA and RB both are included here. So the expression of charging time is nothing but equivalent to 0.693 into in bracket RA plus RB into C. But the total time period, that is complete cycle, is given by capital T. So total time period is nothing but TC plus TD, and it is nothing but the addition of these two expressions. So when you add these two expressions, then you will get this particular expression. And again we have understood, we know the relationship between time period and frequency, right? So we are just frequency is nothing but a reciprocal of your time period, so 1 divided by T. So this complete expression, we have just taken the reciprocal of this, so 1 by 0.693 becomes 1.44, and this term is in the denominator, right? So these all four expressions are very important and you should remember those, plus the pulse width of monostable multivibrator also. What was the formula for monostable multivibrator pulse width? T equals to 1.1 into R into C. So again one important point is there before proceeding for the numericals is the duty cycle. So now what is duty cycle? So duty cycle is defined as the ratio of on time to the total time of your output waveform. Again, duty cycle will be always associated with astable, राइट, और स्टेबल मल्टीवाइब्रेटर के लिए ही यूज होगा आपका ड्यूटी साइकिल टर्म, बिकॉज इन मोनोस्टेबल देर इज नो वेव, देर इज ओनली पल्स, अ सिंगल पल्स विल बी देयर फॉर सिंगल ट्रिगर. Okay, so as per the definition of duty cycle is denoted by D. Let's say D, it is equivalent to the ratio of on time to the total time, so multiplied by 100, and duty cycle is generally represented in percentage, so that's why you have to multiply it by 100. So for here one note is there that for symmetric wave is nothing but for square wave. So for square wave, T on and T off will be equal. T on will be equivalent to T off. So just I will just try to draw the square wave. So for square wave will be T on will be exactly equivalent to T off. This is square wave. And what is rectangular wave? So in rectangular wave, the on time will be greater or than off time, like this will be your rectangular. Okay, so vice versa भी हो सकता है. On time can be also a minimum and off time maximum. So these are the differences between square wave and rectangular wave. When t on equals to t off, then that wave will be square wave, and when t on equals to t off, t on and t off are different, then that wave is called as rectangular wave, right? So here is just one note for you. For symmetric wave, the value of duty cycle will be 50%. Why? Because you can just observe this formula. So t on, the total time period t is given by t on plus t off. So when t on equals to t off, what will happen? It will become, this fraction will become 1 divided by 2. Right? I am talking about symmetric wave, that is square wave. So for square wave, t on equals to t off. So that's why this becomes, this fraction becomes 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 multiplied by 100 will be 50%. Right? So this is just for your information that for square wave, the value of duty cycle will be 50%. But generally at the output of a stable multivibrator, you will get the rectangular wave only. Okay, and the reason for that you can observe here. So another formula for duty cycle is nothing but this. From where this formula arrived, I have just put the value of t on and t off here, or I have just put the value of t on. So charging time is nothing but t on. So I have just put this value on the numerator and capital T. So this one was the value for capital T. So this value divided by this value, 0.693, 0.693 will get cancelled. Capacitor will get cancelled. And remaining part will be on the numerator, it will be Ra plus Rb. You can observe here, numerator is Ra plus Rb and denominator is Ra plus 2Rb. You can observe it. This is how we got this formula of duty cycle in terms of resistors. Right? So it is again important formula. So all formulas on this particular slide, you should remember it, because on the basis of these only you will be able to solve the numericals associated with a stable and monostable multivibrator. Okay. So again, kindly take a note of these formulas and also keep your calci with you, and then we will proceed with the numericals now. So until this much discussion, if you are having any doubt, then you can ask me. Otherwise, we can proceed with the numericals. I will just wait for a couple of minutes here. Okay, my audio is clear. I got one feedback that my voice is breaking. So just let me know.
Clear, sir.
All right, all right. So now, I hope there is no problem. Then we will start with our numericals. Today's discussion basically about numericals. So since this is first time this syllabus has been introduced, so there is no guarantee that what could be asked and what could not be. So we are just preparing for the numericals as well. So basic numericals we will see, and one design numerical will be there. All right. So just to pay attention here, because at the end of this particular session I will forward this PPT to the WhatsApp group. So don't worry about this, just pay attention here. So question number one is find out the pulse width of the wave generated by a monostable multivibrator with resistance value is given as 68 kilo ohm and capacitor is given as 0.1 microfarad. Now the most important thing is you should understand the question, that what has been asked. They have asked the pulse width of monostable multivibrator. So there is no need to confuse, because in monostable multivibrator there is only one expression you need to remember, that is of pulse width. So the pulse width expression for monostable multivibrator is given by T equals to 1.1 into R into C. Okay, very simple. The value of R is given as well as the value of C is also given. So you have to just put the value and get the answer. But one important thing you should remember, that while putting the value of resistor here, 68 kilo ohm, right, you should write this kilo in terms of 10 raised to power 3. And again, capacitor is 0.1 microfarad. So here you can observe that I have already written 0.1 into micro stands for 10 raised to power minus 6. So this thing you should remember, because if you make mistake or if you just put the value of resistor as 68 only, then and the capacitor value as 0.1 only, then your answer will be wrong. So this denomination you should understand. The scales you should understand. Kilo stands for 10 raised to power 3. Micro stands for 10 raised to power minus 6. Okay, so if you are having the calci, you can just verify this calculation. So the time period or the width, pulse width of output pulse given by the monostable multivibrator, my final answer is 7.48 millisecond. So you can observe here, my answer was actually this, 7.48 into 10 to the power minus 3 second. So 10 to the power minus 3 second is nothing but millisecond. So just do this calculation and verify the answer. Then reply me whether it is correct or wrong.
Sir,
Okay,
sir,
right. Very good. So now again, same on the same formula. One more question is there. So I have not provided solution here. Just try to solve this question number 2. The timer IC is used in monostable mode where R is 10 kilo ohm and the output pulse width is T equals to 2.2 millisecond. Now in this case, resistor and value of pulse width is given. You have to determine the value of capacitor. So you can use same formula. T is given and R is also given. You have to find out the value of C. So just you can calculate this and just wait for a couple of minutes and give me the value of final value of capacitor. I got one answer as 24.2. Another answer is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 farad. Yes,
2 into 10 to the power minus 4.
minus 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got one correct answer given by Yash Lanjekar. The final answer is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 farad. Okay, or in other words, if you do this 10 to the power minus 6, if you write in terms of 10 to the power minus 6 as microfarad, if you write in terms of microfarad, then the capacitor answer, the value of capacitor will be 0.2 microfarad. 0.2 microfarad. You can just note this answer and just verify one more time. So again, the important thing is you should do this calculation. So what you have done here, so the value of t is now 2.2 into 10 to the power minus 3, right? And the value of resistor will be 10 into 10 to the power 3. So once you put these values in the formula, then you will get the value for the capacitor, and the final value of capacitor is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 farad, or it is also called as 0.2 microfarad. Okay, very simple problems are there. I've just put these problems just to get you familiar with the kilo, micro, milli, this type of notions. Yes, so what is the final answer? Again, I am telling you, final answer is the value of capacitor is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 farad, अगर आप farad में लिख रहे तो, और 0.2 microfarad. So micro is nothing but 10 to the power minus 6. Alright. So now we will go with the question number 3. You can just read the question number 3. That an unstable multivibrator is constructed using IC555 and following components. Okay, a stable multivibrator is constructed using IC555 and following components. So these are the values of components. R equals to 1 kilo ohm, RB equals to 2 kilo ohm, capacitor equals to 10 microfarad. Okay, so in many cases they might use R1 in terms of RA. You know, they can denote R1 here and R2 here. So always remember the first resistor, that is RA or R1, it will be upward resistor in the block diagram, right? So it will be appear only in the formula of charging time, whereas RB will appear in both charging as well as discharging time. सपोज उन्होंने R1 R2 बोला तो आप बोलोगे सर R1 R2 तो आपने पढ़ा ही नहीं, जस्ट उन्होंने RA RB का वहाँ पे R1 R2 दिया वास्ट, so you have to apply same logic there and corresponding changes आपके एक्सप्रेशन में होगा. सो RA RB की जगह पे वहाँ पे R1 तो फिर R2 होगा. Alright. So now these values are already given, so you have to calculate charging time, discharging time, output frequency and duty cycle of the output waveform. So all these 4 expressions you already have. Okay, so try to solve it. So I have already solved this particular numerical. After that you can verify this. So first is the charging time of capacitor is given by, this is the formula for charging time, both resistors will be there. For charging time is equals to 0.693 into in bracket RA plus RB into C. So we have all the values. We have the value of RA, RB and capacitor C also. So again you have to put the value carefully. 1 kilo ohm plus 2 kilo ohm multiplied by capacitor is 10 microfarad. So 10 into 10 to the power minus 6. So again 1 plus 2 kilo ohm is nothing but 3 kilo ohm. So here you can observe that 3 into kilo का मैंने 10 to the power 3 लिया, and you have to just do the multiplication now and just let me know whether this is correct or not. Final value 20.8 into 10 to the power minus 3. It is equals to 20.8 millisecond. Just verify. Okay, I got one reply that is correct. You can just proceed with remaining parameters also. Just find out the values of discharging time, output frequency. Just first find out the value of discharging time and give me the answer. What is the formula for discharging time? Can anyone reply?
0.693 into RB into C.
Yes, it is correct. So just put the values there and give me the final value for discharging time. Just try to solve. If you got the answer, then you can reply. Rather, you can verify. The answer is in the next slide only. So I will just go to the next slide. So discharging time of capacitor is given by TD equals to 0.690 RB into C. So the value of RB is 2 kilo ohm and the capacitor value is 10 microfarad. So I just put the values here, and discharging time I got as 13.86 millisecond. Now similarly, you have to find out the values for frequency of oscillations. So the frequency of oscillations of output waveform is given by this formula. Frequency equals to 1.44 into in bracket RA plus twice RB into C. So again you got all the values that are okay. Yes.
वो डिस्चार्ज फ्रीक्वेंसी 0.01386
It is the value of frequency.
आपने मिली में लिखा है ना डिस्चार्ज टाइम
Discharge time. So what is the problem? The final value of discharge time is wrong.
नॉट रॉन्ग सर
हाँ,
मेरा 0 पॉइंट में आ रहा स्टार्टिंग में हाँ
just check this 10 raised to power कितना है, तो वो बराबर से चेक कर लो एक बार.
0.01386.
हाँ 0.
0.01386
हाँ, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 10 to the power क्या है?
-3
मतलब
मतलब
0.1386 इंटू 10⁻³
ये
ऐसे।
फाइनल आंसर नहीं सर, ये फाइनल आंसर बोल रहा हूँ मैं, 0.01386
मिली सेकेंड ना।
TD इज इक्वल टू, हाँ TD इज इक्वल टू।
तो यहाँ पे रॉन्ग क्या हो गया फिर?
सर वो
सर
13.86 रॉन्ग है।
सर आपने 13.86 लिखा है ना उधर, में इसीलिए।
करेक्ट है सर, करेक्ट है।
सर करेक्ट है।
करेक्ट है कि रॉन्ग है?
करेक्ट है। वो 10⁻⁻00 पहले है ना, तो उसका 10⁻ में मतलब पॉइंट निकाल देंगे तो 10⁻³ होगा।
हाँ, सो जस्ट चेक इट वंस मोर। जो भी आपका पॉइंट में थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो सकता है तो देख लेना एक बार।
यस सर।
Okay, so again you can find out the values of frequency of oscillations also. You can verify the answer also. So there is nothing hard here, just we are just put the values and we got the answers, if you remember the expression. So आपका अगर लक अच्छा रहा तो ऐसे प्रॉब्लम आएंगे, अदरवाइज थोड़े टफ आते हैं. So we will see now, वो प्रॉब्लम नंबर 4 and 5 we will see. So many times they can ask these problems also. You will see. In that case, the important thing is you should remember the expressions, all expressions. Right? So you can check whether these values are correct or wrong, and you can just reply to me afterwards also. There is no problem. I will forward this PPT to you. Okay. And final is duty cycle. So we have the expression for duty cycle as well. So I just put the values here. So 3 divided by 5 multiplied by 100. So always remember, duty cycle is generally measured in percentage. So final value of duty cycle will be 60%. Alright. So in this way you can calculate the values by remembering the expression and by putting the values there. So problem number 3 was very simple. Now somewhat hard part is there, that is designing part. So now until now we have seen 3 problems, and in all 3 problems the values of components, that is resistor value and capacitor value, was already given to you and the parameters were asked, right? So what is different in designing problem is the output parameters they will give you. So maybe they will give you duty cycle, or maybe they will give you the frequency of output waveform, and depending on that you need to calculate or you need to design the circuit parameters. So circuit parameters are nothing but you have to find out the values of resistors and capacitors. So this is the design part. है ना, जब मैंने अगर बोला आपको कि कुछ भी डिज़ाइन करके दो, मुझे ऐसा स्टेबल मल्टीवाइब्रेटर चाहिए, the frequency of that stable multivibrator should be this much. Okay, anything, let's say 1 kilohertz. Then from this given value, now you should be able to find out the values of resistors and capacitors in the circuit. So this is the reverse approach now. So these are called as design problems. Okay. So we will just discuss couple of those problems. So out of them, question number 4 is nothing but one of the design problem. So here it is asked that design IC 555 timer as an astable multivibrator with an output signal frequency of 800 Hz and 60% duty cycle. So two output parameters are given. So the value of frequency is given as 800 Hz and duty cycle value is given as 60%. but they have not asked you anything, right? They have not asked you to find out the values of RA, RB and C, but here this term is very important. They have asked you to design. So this design is nothing but whenever there will be design, so you need to find out the values of all the resistors and all the capacitors in your circuit. Okay, so since this is a stable multivibrator, we know that there are two resistors RA, RB and one capacitor is there, that is C. अगर मोनोस्टेबल आता डिजाइन करने को, so that means you have to find out the value of one resistor and one capacitor. Okay. So now just to pay attention here and you will get the idea how to solve these problems. Alright, so now we will proceed with the given information. So we have the information regarding percentage duty cycle and we have also known the expression for the percentage duty cycle. So we have just put this expression here and we also put the given value of duty cycle as 60%. So you have to write duty cycle is 60. Okay. So now by solving this, so this particular expression will not be solved. Why? Because there are two unknowns here, RA and RB. You have to determine the value of RA and RB. So at the end you will get some relation between RA and RB. Okay, so I have just put here 60. So I am just taking this 100 into this particular slide, RHS side. From LHS I am just so this 100 will be in the denominator. So 60 divided by 100 will be 0.6. I have written here 0.6, and again this denominator I have taken it to the other side. Okay, so I hope this step is clear to you. RA plus RB equals to 0.6. कहाँ से है 0.6? 60 divided by 100. And again ये पैरामीटर भी, ये टर्म्स भी यहाँ पे, ये ब्रैकेट भी on the other side. So now by solving this you will get 0.6 into RA, 0.6 RA, 0.6 into 2 RB, that is 1.2 RB. Okay, now you have to collect like similar terms on one side and other terms on the other side. So I will collect the terms of RA on this side. So here it is RA, that is RA is nothing but 1 RA, and here it is 0.6 RA. So if I am taking this term to this side, it will become minus 0.6. So 1 minus 0.6 will be 0.4. Similarly, here it is 1.2 RB and here it is RB. So I am taking this RB on the other side. So this term will become minus. So 1.2 minus 1 RB, it will be 0.2 RB. Right. So what is the relation I got using this expression? I got the relation between RB and RA as RB is twice of RA. So this relation is very important. Okay. Now we know the output frequency formula. This is the output frequency formula. It is 1.44 divided by RA plus twice RB into C. Because frequency is also given in the numerical itself. So now which are the known parameters? So frequency is known to you. Now this relation is known, but again you cannot find out the exact parameter, right? Because now even if you are putting this RB equals to twice RA, है ना, RB की जगह पे मैंने यहाँ पे twice RA जो भी replace किया, then again in this expression also there will be two unknowns, RA होगा एक और दूसरा होगा capacitor. So now you have to consider something in order to, you have to assume some parameter in order to find out the values of others, and you can assume any value, right? Because you are designing this particular circuit. So this liberty is up to you, that which parameter you can assume. So many of you can assume RA or RB and find out the value of C, but the general procedure is the value of capacitor is generally assumed, and the value of capacitor is assumed in this order only. So either you can assume 0.01 microfarad or 0.1 microfarad or 1 microfarad. Okay, so this value of capacitor you have to assume in such a way that the values of this resistor RA and RB, they should be not very much higher. Means these values should not be in the range of mega ohms. मेगा ओम्स मतलब 10 to the power 6 में नहीं आना चाहिए इस वैल्यूज, ओके, किलो ओम में ही आना चाहिए. Okay, so that's why we choose the values of capacitor here. There is no wrong if you choose this capacitor value equals to 0.1 only, 0.1 microfarad, then according to that the values of resistors will differ, but it does not mean that your answer is wrong. Depending on this value you have assumed, your answer will vary. Okay, so in designing problems the answer will be depending on which parameter, the value of parameter which you are assuming. एक का आंसर अलग भी आ सकता है, दूसरे का भी अलग आ सकता है. इस पे डिपेंड करेगा जो आप वैल्यू अज्यूम कर रहे हो. अगर किसी ने मान लो कैपेसिटर की वैल्यू दे हैव अज्यूम्ड इट एज 1 माइक्रोफैराड ओनली, 0.01 नहीं किया, एक ने 0.01 किया, दूसरे ने 0.1 किया, तीसरे ने कैपेसिटर की वैल्यू 1 माइक्रोफैराड अज्यूम किया. तो ऑल ऑफ देम the values, there is no difference. Okay, so the difference will be only in the values of RA and RB when you do the calculation. तीनों के RA और RB अलग अलग होंगे, but तीनों के answers will be correct, right? So this is the particular thing in designing problem, right? So now here we have assumed we got this expression. So what we have done, we already know the frequency value 800 Hertz. Then we have this relation also. We have just find out the relation. But always remember you have to assume only one parameter. You cannot assume two parameters at a time. Right? And again, why we have used capacitor? Because these are the standard capacitors which you generally use in the practicals. 0.1, 0.01 or 1 microfarad. Okay, so that's why generally capacitors are assumed, standard value of capacitor are assumed and resistor value are find out. So we have assumed C equals to 0.01. So all these three we are substituting the values of frequency, RB and capacitor value in this expression, this equation. You can observe here frequency value has been, we have put here frequency value that is 800. 800 हर्ट्ज था, इसीलिए वी हैव डायरेक्टली पुट द वैल्यू 800. अगर 1 किलो हर्ट्ज रहता तो यू हैव टू पुट 1000 वैल्यू हियर और 10 to the power 3. Okay, then again 1.44 or denominator. Now we have replaced this RB by 2RA. Okay, जो रिलेशन मिला था आपको अर्लियर केस में, so we have just put this RB equals to 2RA. So 2RA multiplied by 2 जो ऑलरेडी था यहाँ पे, so it will be 4RA. 4RA plus RA, that will be 5RA. Value of capacitor is 0.01. 0.01 is nothing but 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 6. Micro stands for 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, so now only one parameter is unknown and you can find out the value of RA by solving this fraction. So I just taken this RA on this side, so denominator will go into the numerator Similarly, this 800 will go into the denominator. You can observe here. I have tried to write down all the steps in this PPT, so you can go step by step later also. There is no problem. Then we got the values of, by certain mathematical manipulation, we have find out the values of RA as 0.36 into 10 to the power 5 ohms. But again, I have just given 2 zeros to this, so it becomes 36, and remaining 3 zeros, that is remaining 10 to the power 3, I have made it as kilo ohm, right? So this is the value for RA, that is 36 kilo ohm. Again, we have already find out what is the relation between RB and RA. So RB is twice of RA, right? So again, we are using that RB is nothing but twice of RA. So RA, value of RA is 36 kilo ohm. So similarly, 2 into 36 equals to 72 kilo ohm, right? So in this way, you have find out the value of RA and RB by assuming the value of capacitor C. So in this way, you have already designed your stable multivibrator circuit. So here is the conclusion part. The stable multivibrator with frequency 800 Hz and duty cycle 60% can be designed using following components in the circuit. So these are the all components: R equals to 36, RB equals to 72, and capacitor equals to 0.01 microfarad. Okay. So I hope you got some basic information regarding what are design problems and how to approach the designing problems. So always remember, in designing problems, at least one parameter you should assume, and always assume the value of capacitor. That is the standard procedure. Okay. If anyone having doubt, then you can ask me. Again, I will just repeat you one more time. So in this designing problem, the value of frequency and duty cycle value was given, and what I have been asked, you have to design the circuit. So whenever you are designing circuit, that means you have to find out the values of the components used in the circuit. So we have already understood that stable multivibrator, in stable multivibrator there are three components: RA, RB and C. So by designing it means you have to find out the values of all three components. So thus we have first taken the help of duty cycle expression, and we have found out the relationship between RA and RB. Then we have used the frequency expression, and in that we have substituted all values along with capacitor's assumed value. We have assumed this value. Again, if someone have assumed another value, then also there is no problem. Okay, but generally just remember, just take it as a note that this capacitor value, you should either choose 0.01 microfarad or 0.1 microfarad or simply 1 microfarad. Okay. Don't choose other values, because what will happen if you choose different values, then the values of resistor will be become high. So we want these values of resistor in kilo ohm only. Okay, right. So then we have just find out the values. We have just substituted all these parameters here, and we have find out the values of RA. We already had the relationship between RB and RA, and then finally we have concluded this numerical. One again last numerical is there. Okay. So design a stable multivibrator for T on equals to 3 millisecond and T off equals to 1 millisecond. So only these two parameters are given. Okay. So by using these two values and their expression, you need to decide the value for all the components used in your circuit. Again, components used in unstable multivibrators are nothing but RA, RB and C. So by using these two values, you have to decide, or you have to determine the values of RA, RB and C. Okay, so we have understood that T on is nothing but TC, that is charging time, and T off is nothing but discharging time. So in charging time there will be all three parameters, right? RA, RB and C. But in discharging time there will be only two parameters, RB and C. So we will take first discharging time of capacitor. Okay, we will first take this because इसमें दो ही अननोन है. अगर ये एक्सप्रेशन लेते तो इसमें तीन अननोन है. So by taking this particular, by applying this knowledge, so T off equals to discharging time equals to 0.693 into RB into C. So you just put the values of T off, that is 1 millisecond. So we have put the value of 1 millisecond here. Now you can observe there are two unknowns. One of them is RB and another one is capacitor C. So now here I am assuming the value of capacitor C as 1 microfarad. Okay. Again you can choose any different value. 0.1 microfarad भी आप choose कर सकते हैं, 0.01 microfarad भी choose कर सकते हैं. What will happen if you vary this value? The corresponding values of RB and RA will vary, but your problem will be correct. अगर उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपने कैलकुलेशन किया तो आपका प्रॉब्लम करेक्ट होगा. So just I have assumed the capacitor value as 1 microfarad here, and by just putting in this expression I have find out the value for RB. So you can observe here 1 millisecond can be written as 1 into 10 to the power minus 3, and 1 microfarad is nothing but 1 into 10 to the power minus 6. So when you solve this, RB will be equal to 1 divided by 0.693, right? So RB on this side, so I am taking all the other terms in another side. So this 0.693 will be in the denominator. Similarly 10 to the power minus 6 will be also in denominator. तो जब 10 to the power minus 6 ऊपर जाएगा तब क्या होगा, 10 to the power plus 6. So 10 to the power plus 6 यहाँ पे और 10 to the power minus 3 यहाँ पे, तो combine क्या होगा, 6 minus 3 will be 3. This 10 to the power 3. Then 1 upon 0.693 is nothing but 1.44, and I have just written this 10 to the power 3 as kilo ohm. Alright, so in this way I got the value for RB. Now once I got the value for RB and I have already assumed the value of same capacitor equals to 1 microfarad, now I can go for the charging time expression. So now charging time is nothing but on time. So you can observe here this charging time is nothing but on time, and it is given by 0.693 into RA plus RB into C. So now we have value of RB, we have also the value of capacitor. Obviously we have assumed that, right? So now only unknown parameter in this expression is RA, because we also have T on equals to 3 milliseconds. So you have to just again put these values. So I have put here values. 3 millisecond is nothing but 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 RA/RB. So for a moment, for a while, I have just kept RA plus RB as it is. I have not put the values of RB here. I will put it later. Capacitor value is 1 into 10 to the power minus 6. Then RA plus RB I have collected on the one side, and remaining all the terms are on another side. So after solving this, I got RA plus RB equals to 4.32 kilo ohm. But what is the value of RB? So value of RB is 1.44. We have found it already. So what will be the value of Ra? The value of Ra will be 4.32 minus 1.44. So this is the final value of Ra, that is 2.88 kilo ohms. Thus you can conclude this, that thus the stable multivibrator for T on equals to 3 millisecond and T off equals to 1 millisecond can be designed using following components in the circuit. Now we have all the three values of components, out of which capacitor values we have assumed, and depending on the values of capacitor we have found out the values of Ra and Rb. Okay, so these are just the discussions regarding the designing problems, and these problems are important and they might ask you in the examination. Problem number 3 is also very important. 3, 4 and 5. So I will just forward you this PPT so you can just go through that and also verify whether the values are correct or not. In terms of any discrepancies you can contact me. Alright, I guess we will stop here, and that is the end of our unit number 3 as well. In next lecture we will start the digital domain, that is digital part of our course. Our course name is analog and digital electronics. So out of this, analog part is almost covered. Analog part was of having three units. Now unit number 4, 5 and 6 will be your digital electronics part. Okay, so if you are having any problem regarding analog part, then you can contact me. Unit number 1, unit number 2, unit number 3, and collectively I will also provide you notes. ठीक है, एक ही साथ दे दूंगा तीनों यूनिट की नोट्स. Okay. So again, if you are having any problem, then you can ask me. I will just wait for a few minutes, or otherwise you can leave the meeting and we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.